Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and welcome to the class. Are you all able to hear me? ST, are you able to hear me correctly, properly?
Yeah.
So the voice is fine?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Jazakillah. Okay, can I please have a student to read prayer for learning?
Yeah, sure. A5220.
A5220, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
You can hear me properly? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So please start with Dawud and Tasmiyah, and please read this following prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا
You have to prolong this. Nafi'a.
نافعا.
Good. And the translation as well, please.
Oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge.
Excellent. And that's from the Hadith Ibn Majah, the book Ibn Majah, Hadith number 925. Okay. So Jazakumullah. That was A5220. Jazakallah. Okay. So today we're revising the chapter 101, which is Surah Al-Qari'ah. Okay. So can I please have a student to just read Surah Al-Qari'ah?
Okay. N6181.
Assalamu alaikum.
N6181. Walaikum Assalam. Okay. Would you please like to read Surah Al-Qari'ah? So read all of it. So we'll then correct any mistakes if there are. Okay.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم القارئة القارئة ما القارئة وما أدراك ما القارئة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالإهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من ثقلت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية.
Okay, good. So just read this verse again. This one.
وأما من ثقلت موازينه.
No, look at it properly.
Oh. وأما من خفت موازينه.
Yep. So that was a mistake. Don't get mixed up with the with this one. Man thaqulat. Don't mix up this and with this. Okay. And secondly, you stopped here, so you thought something was wrong, and then you started from ihni. Again, you're starting from the middle, which is not correct, because the meaning would not make sense if you knew what this Arabic meant. It wouldn't make sense to you. Okay. So always start from the beginning. So because this verse is short, you can start from the beginning. Okay. And just read from here till this one verse. Read this again, please.
يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث.
Excellent. Well done. Yep, that's fine. Now we're going to listen to the audio. So pick points and pay attention to where you need to. Okay, 1 second.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون
So are you able to hear the surah? Are you able to hear the audio or not?
Yes.
You are able to, okay. Yeah, it was not showing on, okay, fine. So let's start from the beginning and focus on it
بسم
now.
الله الرحمن الرحيم القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية.
Excellent. So now, just notice on some points. So meme with mushaddad, therefore gunna sound. Even he gave the gunna sound, so gunna sound is important. Where else? Noon with mushaddad, so gunna sound. And yeah. So mad saghir. So you're meant to give 3 seconds. You're meant to prolong it for 3 seconds. We have mad saghir here as well, so 3 seconds. Meme with mushaddad again here. So you're meant to do a gunna sound. These are the main points. So Jazakillah, that was N6181. Does she have any surah that she has to read?
No.
Okay. So
No.
now we're going to move on to our hifz. So if there's a student, please choose them.
A5185 Surah Quraysh.
Okay. Surah Quraysh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. He's on mute.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. That's A5185. Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yes.
Okay. Wa alaikum assalam. So do you know Surah Quraysh by heart?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Okay. That's fine. So I'm just going to write it as no hifz. So make sure for next time, if another teacher chooses you, so then you should be able to know this, okay? Jazakallah. Any other surah that he has to do?
Surah Fil, Surah Humaza.
Okay. So do you know Surah Al-Fil?
Yeah.
Excellent. So let's just take out Surah Al-Fil. Let's go to Surah Al-Fil and then... Yep. So without looking at the screen, please start reading.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ
Surah Al-Fil.
ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بالفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وليس عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجاء لهم كعصف مأكول.
Okay. So look at the screen. Your hifz for Surah Al-Fil is not correct. Okay. So you've been pronouncing words incorrectly. So if you don't look at the screen and read the first verse, the second verse actually again. So first verse is Bismillah. So the second verse, would you please like to read that?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بالفيل.
Okay, here. So you said bilha bil feel. That's not correct. It's bi ashabil feel. So look at the screen. You can see we have ba, and ba has kasra under it, and then we have alif joined to the ba, and it has fatha on top. So bi as. Okay. This is not lam, so it's bi ashabil feel. Okay. And again, you said something. You said something different from in here. So it's alam yaj'al. Okay. Alam yaj'al.
ألم يجعل.
Yeah. So if you don't look at the screen, how did you pronounce it earlier?
ألم يجعل.
Yeah. So it's not alam zaj'al. It's ya. We have ya here. Yaj'al.
ألم
Yeah. So be careful. And similarly, it's alayhim. You prolong the lam too long, and you pronounce this differently. So it's wa arsala alayhim. Go on
وأرسل عليهم
again.
وأرسل عليهم.
Excellent. And okay, so now please read the last verse without looking at the screen. Starts from faja'ala.
فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Okay, so still not, yeah, better but not correct. So faja'alahum, lam has fatha on top. So how long should you prolong the fatha for?
فجعلهم.
Yeah, so that's how many seconds?
2 seconds.
No,
3.
no, it shouldn't be prolonged. So minimum should be 1 second.
1
Okay.
second.
Yeah. So fatha, if you have fatha, kasra, or dhamma, the rule is that you have to prolong it only for 1 second, no more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. So faja'alahum. But for example, on here, on ha, where you be ashabil feel, so ha has vertical fatha, and the rule for this is that you have to prolong this for 2 seconds. So that's the 2-second one. Okay. But if you have just fatha or dhamma or kasra, that's only for 1 second. Just remember that, okay? And when you were pronouncing it earlier, you said malkul, as in instead of pronouncing the alif, you pronounce the lam, which is not correct. So if you go back, look at the screen and read this again. Recite this verse again.
فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Look at the screen. Okay. Yeah. So I'm highlighting the signs on top of each of them. So what are they? These 4. What are they? What's the name of them?
Sabr.
Okay, yes, that's correct, but that's not the key terminology that we need to use, okay? So fatha. These are fatha.
Fatha.
Yep. So what is this?
This is Gunna.
Dhamma.
Dhamma.
Yep. So fatha,
Fatha.
dhamma. And this is kasra. Let me just show you. This is under the meme. This is the kasra, okay? So anything, the sign above a letter is called kasra, fatha. So as you can see here.
Yeah.
And if it's under the letter, it's kasra. And if you can see this comma shape, that's dhamma.
Dhamma.
Yep. So faja'alahum. So what's the rule for this? I just told you earlier. So how long should you prolong fatha, kasra, and dhamma for?
1 second.
Excellent. So don't prolong it. So when you were reading it, you were prolonging it. So start from the beginning. Faja.
فجعلهم.
No, you prolong the ja. Don't prolong that. Faja. Yeah. Go on.
فجعلهم
Good. Excellent. Move on.
كعصف
Join these two together.
كعصف ملقل.
No. Okay. So that's the confusion that you mix up lam, alif for lam. So this is alif with ma, alif. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. And because we have sukoon on top of alif, we don't prolong the alif.
Okay.
So it's not ma'kul, it's ma'kul. So فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. Do you want to listen? Let me just... So let's take our soul feel.
بسم الله الرحمن
Yep, so listen to this carefully, okay?
الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Okay, is that clear?
Yeah.
Excellent. So that was A515, Jazakallah. So the next surah for you is Surah Humaza. Surah Humaza. So let's... One second. Let's go to the surah. Yep, here we are. So do you remember that by heart?
I think so.
Okay, so you can have a try, okay? So without the screen, please start reciting.
ويل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة همزة الذي جمع مالا وعده هذا يحسب أن مالا أجلده كلا لا أنبذنا في الحوتمة.
Okay, sorry. 85185?
Yes.
Yeah, so the hifz is not correct, okay? The hifz is not correct, so make sure you remember you memorize this correctly, okay? So I think you get confused with letters. So what is this letter? This one, the one I'm pointing to?
Jim.
That's Jim, are you sure? That's Kha.
The Kha.
Yeah, so this is Jim. So the dot is under this. So if you observe, dot is under this. However, the dot you can see is above. So this is above. So the above one is Kha. The below one is Jim. Okay? Kha, Jim. That's why you're confusing up with the words. Okay? So just remember these basic alif, ba, pa. So these, remember that letters correctly. Otherwise, you'll be fine. So alif, this is alif, not lam. And this is lam. Yeah. And what else were you mixing up? What is this? This letter?
Z.
No, that's not Z. What is this?
Zashabu.
How are you pronouncing it? Pronounce it again.
Zashabu.
Once more, please.
Zashabu.
Okay, so it's yahsabu.
Zah.
Ya, that's ya.
Zah.
Not zah. Yah.
Zah.
Yeah. So yah.
Zahsabu.
No, I think you're still pronouncing zah. It's not zah. Yah. So ye.
Zah.
You know ya.
Yeah.
The yahsabu.
Zahsabu.
Well done. Excellent. Good. Again. So next time you need to have proper hifz. Okay.
Okay.
Jazakallah. That was A5185. Jazakallah. Can we have another student now, please?
Yes, N6224, she resides with Alfi.
Okay, excellent. I'll feel.
Now she's unmuted.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. That's N6224.
Yeah.
You can hear me properly?
Yes.
Excellent. That's good. Okay, let's go to Sophie. So, do you remember this by heart?
Sort of.
Okay, so let's have a go. You can start.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Good. That's good. Just read that one more time, please.
Okay.
The whole surah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Excellent. Overall, it was really good, mashallah. Just a little point. Sometimes what happens is the zod, sorry. So there are many ways of, the correct way is obviously very difficult to pronounce. So what students obviously frequently do is that they just pronounce the dal sound. So tadlilu, lil, tadlil. That's how I felt you pronounced it as well. So it's not dal, it's not a dal sound. It has a different sound, which is very difficult for even the native Arabic people. Okay, the one whose language is Arabic, it's even harder for them as well. So you can't pronounce this correctly. So just don't give the dal sound though. Okay,
Okay.
just keep that in mind. Otherwise, it was good overall. No pronunciation mistakes. Well done. Excellent. Okay, what surah does she have to do next?
With Al-Humaza.
Sorry?
With Al-Humaza.
Humaza, okay. Do you know Surah Al-Humaza by heart?
No.
No? Okay. So your task is to do this surah, okay?
Okay.
Yep. So memorize it. Next time we'll listen to it. Any other surah? Or is that it?
Surah Asr.
Okay. You know this surah? And
Yes.
6. Okay, excellent. So let's go to surah. For us. Let's. Here we have it up. just a reminder, you should not have your video on.
Yeah.
I can see a student having it. So don't have your video on, otherwise we'll be put into the waiting room, okay? Okay, so let's start. Okay, start now, please.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.
Okay, so overall it was good, but look at the mistakes. So look at the screen. We have noon with a shadda. So what's the rule for this?
You hold it.
Yeah, so ghunna sound. You have to give a ghunna sound. So please do that. So read this whole verse again, please.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innal insana lafi khusr.
Okay, a bit longer.
Okay. Innal insana lafi khusr.
Okay, that's much better. Well done. Again, lafi, when you read it earlier, you didn't prolong this, okay? So it's lafi. Yep, so ya is a haruful madda. So yeah, we're meant to prolong it for 2 seconds. Lafi. And then when you did a work fiya, you said khusr. What's on top of sin?
Jazm.
Okay, yeah, asakun. Yeah, so it's not fatha, so you're not meant to say khusr. What are you meant to say? How would you pronounce the sakun sign?
Would you say khusra?
Excellent, well done. So whenever you read it, you said khusr. So it felt as if the scene had fatha on top, but it actually has sakun. Yeah? So similarly here, you said sabr. No, ba doesn't have any fatha, it has sakun. So wata wa so bis sabr. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not sabr. That's not correct. Again, what sign is on top of sword, except for the shadda? What is this?
Is it a vertical fatha?
Vertical fatha. Well done. Yep. And on top of ha?
Vertical fatha.
Excellent. Well done. So what's the rule for this? How long?
You prolong it for 2 seconds.
Well done. But you didn't do that. So let's go to illa. Start from illa and read this. Read up to the end, the whole verse.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilas salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr.
Good. Yeah, but when you corrected yourself, you started from sword. Again, you have to start from the beginning. Yep, so either start from watawaso. Yeah, don't start from in the middle. Never start in the middle. Okay, so that was okay, good. So you have Sul Fil, Sul Humaza, and Sul Asr. Well done. Okay, no videos on, please. I'll be naming next time. Okay, I'll be naming the IDs. So don't put your videos on. Okay, Jazakillah. That was N6224. Jazakillah. Can I have another student now, please?
Yes. A5193, he recites with Al-Quraysh.
Okay, A5193 and Surah.
Al-Quraysh.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Okay, do you know Surah Quraysh by heart?
Yes.
Surah Quraysh?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So please start reciting without looking at the screen.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لإلاف قريش إلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
Okay, overall, well done. It was good. But look at the screen. So the ones I've highlighted. So Alif has what underneath? What sign is this? It's vertical kasra, okay?
Yes.
So vertical kasra, you're meant to prolong it for 2 seconds. So you prolonged the lam, that was good because it had vertical fatha this time, not kasra. So the same rule applies for vertical fatha and kasra, vertical kasra. So 2 seconds. So it's ilafihim. You have to prolong both of them for the same amount of time, which is 2 seconds. So do that, please.
إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف.
Well done. Excellent. Much better. And just read the next verse without looking at the screen. Don't look at the screen.
Okay. فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت.
Once more, please.
فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت.
Excellent. That was good. What letter is this?
فل
No, just this letter.
فا.
Excellent. Well done. That's correct. Again, so you stopped over here, and then you start from wa again. But what sign is this on top of this? What sign is this?
Lam.
And what does that mean?
You carry on.
You can't? Sorry?
You carry on.
Yeah, exactly. So la means no, which means that you're not meant to stop here. You're meant to continue. And as I told earlier, because you have 2 signs, the sign above will be will take the priority. So la means no, so you're not meant to stop. So when you stopped here, even if you were short of breath and you stopped here, you have to start from the beginning then. Okay, start from the previous one. So alladhi, start from here. But what you did was you just stopped and you start from wa again. So don't do that, okay? Lam means no, so it's better to not stop and just continue. And what does mim have on top of it?
مشدد.
Yeah, excellent. Mushaddad or shadda or tashdid. So what's the rule for this? Mim with shadda, what's the rule?
You put a bit of pressure on it.
Pressure. Not the correct terminology to use. No. I mean, you do emphasize it, but it's because we have shadda, but that's not the point. When we have shadda and specifically mim or noon, what's the rule for that?
We prolong it for more.
So yeah, so we're meant to do a ghunna sound. So not prolong the letter itself, but keep the sound of the letter in your mouth for longer. So if you start from alladhi and do this whole verse, making sure that you don't make this mistake, the previous mistake you made, okay?
Shall I start from Allazi?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
Good. this meme was correct, but you messed up with this meme again, right? So if you get one correct, the other would be incorrect. That's how it goes, because you focus on this one and not this one. So just be consistent every time. So meme with shadda, so make sure you're meant to give a kunna sound, so make sure you do that. So start from the beginning. So alladhi,
الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
much better, well done, excellent. So that's A5193. Any other surah that he has to do?
Oh yes, Al-Fil and Al-Humaza.
Okay, Jazakallah. So Al-Fil. A5193, do you remember this by heart? So Al-Fil?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to Surah Al-Fil, which is above here. Yes, so without looking at the screen, please start reciting.
Yes. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Perfect, no mistakes, so well done. Surah Al-Fil was excellent. And the last surah that you have to do is Surah Al-Humaza. So do you remember that by heart?
Yes.
Excellent. So let's go to Surah Al-Humaza and yep, here we are. So please start reciting without looking in the screen.
Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم موصدة في عمد ممددة.
Okay, well done. Just pronounce, recite this. So the first, second, the third verse, please. Again, alladhi.
الذي جمع مالا وعدده.
Okay, so look at the screen. That's your mistake here. So you said jama. You replaced the meme with ayn, and here you replace the ayn with meme. So it's jama'a, not ja'ama. Okay. So recite again without looking at the screen.
الذي جمع
No.
مالا
No, jama'a, not ja'ama. Jama'a.
الذي جمع مالا وعدده.
Well done. So just keep that in mind. Ja, then meme, and then ayn. Jim, meme, ayn. Jama'a. Okay, so here, what two sounds do we have on top of ha? What two sounds are there? What do you call them?
Sultimad and ultimate.
Okay, that's not the correct terminology to use, okay? So that's madde saghir. Madde saghir is a thin one. So that's a mud. But what kind of mud? Madde saghir. And this is inverse dhamma. Okay? Inverse dhamma. That's the normal dhamma we can see. But if you inverse it, so like this, inverse. So that's why we call it inverse dhamma. Okay? So what rule do we have for inverse dhamma?
We prolong it for 3 seconds.
Well done. And madde sagir?
We prolong it for 4 seconds.
Yeah. So minimum 3 seconds, but you can prolong it. Yep. So when you have two of them together, so add 3 plus 2 is what?
6. I
3.
mean,
5. Good. So you have to prolong it for 5 seconds. Okay. So you didn't do that. So make sure. So start from Jahsabu again. And prolong the ha. You can look at the screen.
يحسب أن ماله أخلده.
Excellent. Well done. And here, what you said here was musada. But we have wow, we have hamza on top, and whatever is on top takes the priority, right? And because we have hamza on top, and what sign is on top of hamza? That's a sukoon sign. Yep. So we have sukoon sign, and we have hamza, and it's on top of wa. So we ignore the wa because the top one takes the priority. So it's innaha alayhim musada, not musada. You don't prolong the wa. You don't even pronounce this wa. You just pronounce the hamza. Okay. Just be careful next time. Jazakallah. That was A5193. Jazakallah.
He also can recite with Al-Asr.
Okay, yep. Jazakallah. So, do you remember Surah Al-Asr by heart? A5193? Hello, can you pronounce, do you remember Surah Asr by heart?
Yes.
Excellent. So, let's go to Surah Al-Asr, which is on top. Yep, here we are. So, let me just get rid of these highlights. And then... Okay, so please start reciting.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilus salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr.
Well done. Just few mistakes. Okay, here, what is this? Is this lam or is this something else? Is it alif, lam, or something else? What is this?
Alif.
Excellent. So alif sound is simple. Innal insana, simple. But the way you pronounce it, it felt as if it was you're pronouncing the ayn sound. Okay, just simply alif sound. Innal insana. Okay, and again, Seen has what on top of it? What sign is this?
Sakun.
Sorry?
Sakun.
Excellent. So how would you pronounce something that has sukoon on top?
You don't.
So pronounce this. How would you pronounce this?
Khusr.
Excellent. Khusr. But how did you pronounce it when you were not looking at the screen? So you pronounce it as khusr. Again, the seen has sukoon on top, not fatha. And similarly, bis sabr, not bis sabr. Yeah? That's the common mistake with this surah. So don't do that. Khusr, bis sabr. These are the two key mistakes. So Jazakallah, that was 85193. Just keep that in mind for next time, otherwise it was good. Jazakallah. Can I have another one, please? Another student now,
Yeah.
please?
Yes, N6220.
Yeah, and what surah does she have to do?
She recites with Al-Kafirun.
Okay. Kafirun. So N6220, Assalamu alaikum.
Now we
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. That's N6220.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So do you know Surah Kafirun by heart?
Yes.
Okay. So let me just get rid of these highlights and then Surah Kafirun. Yep. So, okay, would you please start reciting Surah Kafirun now?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابدون ما أعبد. I don't know the rest.
Okay. Yep, so that's the no hifs, yeah? So from verse number 4, so the verse number 5, from here you don't know it correctly, okay? So just look at the screen and recite it from the screen. So look at the screen, start reciting.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
No,
قل
no, no,
يا
no.
أيها
Sorry,
الكافرون.
N6220.
Yes.
Always pronounce Bismillah correctly as well. It's part of the Quran. So don't just say Bismillah Rahman Rahim, no. Pronounce it correctly.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Good.
قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم ولا أنا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
Okay. So if you look at the screen, so we have Mad Saghir, we have vertical Fatha. So Mad Saghir, minimum you have to prolong it for 3 seconds, and Mad Kabir, vertical Fatha, you're meant to prolong it for 2 seconds. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So just make sure you prolong it long enough that it seems as if we have these two signs. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to tell that we have these two signs. Okay? So
Okay.
just read this again. This one was. Just read that.
قل يا أيها الكافرون.
Excellent. Well done. Much better. Again, Lam with Mad Saghir, minimum 3 seconds. Ma with Mad Saghir, minimum 3 seconds. Similarly here, Ma with Mad Saghir, 3 seconds. So this is just like prolongation mistakes. So Ain with vertical Fatha, 2 seconds. Yeah?
Yeah.
Again, there's one exception. So I'll just remove the highlights and then show you. This was the exception. So how did you pronounce it? So pronounce this again.
أنا
Okay. So what did you do with the alif?
elongate.
Yeah. Okay, that's what you did, and that's what we've learned to do, right? So alif is the haruf al-madda, so you meant to prolong it. But this is an exception. Whenever you have ana, this is the only exception. Okay, ana, you're not meant to prolong the alif. You just say ana. Just ignore the alif as if it's not there. So whenever you have ana, I repeat, whenever you have ana, don't prolong the alif. It's wala ana. That's it. No longer than that.
Okay.
So start from the beginning and read up to verse number 5, please.
Okay.
The beginning is from the screen.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عابد ما عبدتم.
Okay, so there's no shame in making any mistake, but again, if you make a mistake and you want to recorrect yourself, you don't start from the middle, not bidumma. You have to go from wa. Wala ana, not ana. Sorry, ana, not sorry, other way around. So you don't prolong the alif, so ana. So wala ana abidum abattum. So you always start from the beginning, not the middle.
Okay.
And again, you have just practice Mad Saghir and Mad Kabir and vertical Fatha. So know the difference between the seconds that they need to be prolonged for. So if we go to lesson number 1 here, and we find, okay, so that's, if we look at this is vertical Fatha on top, yep. But this rule is for inverse Dhamma, but it goes the same for what, so just keep these 3 sides in mind as similar, because these are similar. Vertical Fatha, vertical Kasra, and inverse Dhamma. These 3, just like Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma, they are a pair. Think of them as 3 pair. So this is vertical Kasra, vertical Fatha, and inverse Dhamma. So you always prolong this for 2 seconds. Just remember this. And if we go to okay, that's Mad Saghir on top of Ya. You can see it's Mad Saghir, and this is Mad Kabir. So you can find out the difference between, because of the thickness of the sign. So the thin one is Saghir, the thick one is Kabir. Okay, and Saghir is minimum 3 seconds, so no less than 3 seconds, and Mad Kabir has to be no less than 4 seconds. Okay. So Mad Kabir 4 to 6 seconds, and Mad Saghir 3 to 5 seconds. That's the rough estimate, okay? Just keep these points in mind. So Jazakillah, that was N6220. We don't have time to listen to any other surah for now. So Jazakillah, that was N6220.
Thank you.
So no hifz. Okay. So we have 5 minutes to our class. So let's see if we have time. Okay, we don't.
Can I move on to the next one?
No, we don't have time now. So we only have 4 minutes left. So I'll just give you the homework, and then we'll do the short prayer after the tilawat. So the homework is, as always, revise and memorize. For those of you who don't remember Surah Qari'ah, make sure you memorize that and revise, or if you know, but you have to revise. So revise that with correct pronunciation. That's the key. Correct pronunciation, okay? And under here, you can see memorize chapters 101 to 114. So everything we've covered so far. And 101 is this Surah Qari'ah. So start from Surah Qari'ah and do up to Surah Nas, which is 114 surah, okay? And memorize them properly and with correct pronunciation. That's your homework. So now, can you please choose a student to read prayer after reciting the Holy Quran?
Yes, A5196.
A5196, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Would you please like to read this prayer after reciting the Holy Quran?
Yeah, I also had a question as well. Can I ask the question first?
Sure, yep.
Yeah, you see the Mad Saghir, Kabir, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just had an idea of you making a lesson about that, like teach a lesson, and then
Okay, so
like do a lesson.
Okay, about these. So these rules you can see on the. You want us to do this? A5196, can you hear me?
Assalamualaikum. My mic was muted. Sorry about that.
Okay, it's alright. So these ones, you want us to do these rules, right?
Yeah, and like make a lesson about that. Do a whole lesson.
Okay, so we'll discuss this, but previously that's our like third class. So previously we have done these lessons. So our primary focus was on these lessons. So if you just want to go to Google YouTube and type G2 class, or you go to the Nqc, okay, and listen to the previous classes. So we will discuss that. I will raise this point, okay?
Alright, and I also wanted to say that I haven't had a go of reading surahs for a long time. It's been
Okay.
like a week. I haven't like 1 to 2 weeks. I haven't read surah. I've been reading the beginning prayer and the end prayer.
Okay, we'll look at this next time, okay?
Okay, I'll read that.
Yeah, so please read this surah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
Excellent. Just this small point. No, sorry, just this one point. Noon and ya, we have ya, so haruful madda, so prolong this for 2 seconds. So Allahumma arhamni, 2 seconds, okay? Otherwise, you're done. Please read the translation.
O Allah, have mercy on me throughout the great Quran, and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Excellent. That's not throughout, that's through the great Quran. Yeah?
Okay.
So, oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran. Jazakallah, that was 5196, Jazakallah. So,
can I read a surah tomorrow? Oh.
Sorry?
Can I read a surah tomorrow?
Okay, we'll see, because we're looking at the records, and then if the students who have to complete the surahs, they will give priority to them first. So I think you've read pretty much a lot, I think. So we'll see, okay? Not sure. So Jazakallah, that was A5196. So now, Jazakallah for your time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.